I don't know about you guys, but I've heard enough on Endgame to burn down New York. It's time something was done. That something is Endlame. The roller coaster of your life, with more twists and turns than a straight road. If you want to laugh, read on. If you don't, then I guess you shouldn't read on. Enjoy Rube's Endlame, a satire on the endgame idea by Ken Penders, written by a red Echidna of sorts. HTML translation by Daniel J. Drazen. By the way, real quick guys, I am not reading Bloodlines by Daniel Drazen, and it's not because I suspect that it's going to be really bad, it's just really long. So, unfortunately, I know I told you guys I would read some of his fanfics, but I'm not reading that one. I might read another, though. So, our story begins in the Knothole Medical Center, where our main group of freedom fighters has just received the terrible news of their dear princess and leader Sony's death. Tails the fox. Wah! Princess Sony is gone! It's all Tonic the Hedgehog's fault! Rumor the walrus. I saw it, and I still don't believe it. Tails? I just wonder how he got rid of his backpack so quick. And why his new cologne smells like catnip. Tails. It's all so sudden. Honey Rabbit. Haven't you all been keeping up with the stuff being spread all over the net, sugars? I'd figured Sony's passing on wouldn't be surprised to anyone by now. As the group unknowingly reveals the plot for this story, a cobalt blue hedgehog makes its way into the center. Tonic the Hedgehog. Hey, guys, I couldn't help but notice you left in a hurry without me. Now you're all standing around the waiting room in the medical center. And Sony's not with you. What's up? Suddenly, a skunk sporting a really bad Australian accent bursts into the room. Joey St. Jerk, Tonic the Hedgehog, I have orders to arrest you for the death of our dear Princess Sony. St. Jerk promptly places handcuffs around Tonic's wrists. Tonic? What? Sony is? Tonic is interrupted by a human in a business suit who somehow shows up out of nowhere. Segurup. I'm afraid I can't allow you to show emotion in this manner, Tonic. And Twan the Fox. And why would that be being? Segurup. Sorry, a cool character like Tonic must only do cool things. Showing he cares for someone is not cool. And Twan the Fox. But I was always thinking that the character who showed emotion seemed to be the most realistic character. This is fucking stupid. Segurup. Yes, well, you're wrong. No more excuse. Good day. The Segurup walks out of the door and off to wherever Segurups go. End O Part 1. Okay, so I never read Endgame, so I don't really know what to expect here for a parody. So the next part, we see Tonic racing away from an airplane wreck. He is being followed by Joey St. Jerk, who manages to keep up fairly well somehow. Tonic, oh boy, in this part I get to act totally out of character while ripping off a feature film. St. Jerk, you won't escape me, Hedgehog. Sonic comes to a huge waterfall with Joey St. Jerk close behind. Tonic is faced with the decision to either turn himself in and be sent to prison, or to jump off the edge of the falls and die. Naturally, he jumps. So, Tonic, I hope our budget covers the scene! St. Jerk, oh, he jumped. Oh well, at least I'll be able to get home in time for supper. Tonic falls towards certain death, but quickly gets an idea. Tonic, I know. I'll make a combination air freshener and power outlet. No, not that idea. Oh, right, maybe if I move quick enough, I'll be able to tiptoe over the mist droplets rising from the bottom of the falls. Tonic tries out his idea and, surprise, surprise, pulls it off and is able to get to safety. St. Jerk, aw, no, he's alive. Guess that means I gotta go after him. Great. Tonic makes his way to the ledge of a cliff and is helped by a familiar hand. Tonic, Dulcie, fancy meeting you here. Dulcie the dragon. A dragon can sense when one is a fugitive from justice, Tonic. Tonic. Well, as long as you're here, can you possibly give me a ride to the floating island so I can at least get away from the pew over there? Dulcie. Sure thing, Tonic. With that, Tonic and Dulcie set off for the floating island. St. Jerk. That's it. I give up. You can't give up. But they're going to the floating island, and I have no way of getting there. I'll write a jet into the story. A big jet? Sure. Well, as long as it's big. And purple. Okay. End of part 2. On the floating island, two figures watch Tonic and St. Jerk near their lofty homeworld. Nage the chameleon. What? Where did that come from? I don't know. Hey, Elbows. Isn't that Tonic the Hedgehog, the guy who drove Robotnik out of here twice, helped you stop half a Chaos Emerald from blowing the island to bits, and joined us when we fought against Mammoth Mogul? Elbows the Echidna. Yep. Nage, the same guy who once revealed he was a close friend of Mighty's, one of your best friends as well? Elbows. Yep. Nage, the same Sonic who you aided several times over? Elbows. Yeah. Watch me knock him out with one punch. When Dulcie comes in for a landing, Elbows is quick to deliver a punch that knocks her down and out. Tonic. Hey, Dreadhead! What's the big idea? Before Elbows can reply, Joey St. Jerk comes in for a landing. St. Jerk. Elbows, whose name I know somehow, I order you to take Tonic out. Tonic. Don't listen to him, Elbows. Elbows. Perhaps this story should go elsewhere for the moment? Good idea. Let's head over to Not Hole again and peek in on a certain hut. Chipmunk lady. Let me shower in peace. Oops, wrong hut. Oh, here's the one. We find a black cat and a white/blue wolf, adding more pieces to this puzzle. A puzzle that, when put together, becomes a photo of cute and cuddly puppies. Nestle the cat. Boo-hoo. You mean I was the one who killed Princess Sally? Dorko the wolf. Yep, and all thanks to this special mask. I don't know what they're supposed to sound like, so I'm just using my own voice. Dorko holds out a mask that is a spitting image of Tonic's head. Nestle puts it on and screams. Wait, is this Majora's Mask now? Nestle. Oh no, it makes everyone look like Dennis Rodman. What? This is a giant shitpost, I can already tell you. End of part 3. We go back to the floating island once again, where Elbows is trying to decide who to join up with. St. Jerk. Elbows, this guy killed Princess Sally. I order you to take him down. Elbows. What? No! Nage, help me destroy Tonic. Nage. Will do, L. Dulcie suddenly comes out of her coma and stomps into the center of the group with an outraged look on her face. Dulcie. Enough! I have only one thing to say. Free nachos and not whole. Everyone lets out a rousing cheer and starts for the village. Tonic. Oh no, everyone's been captured. You guys go rescue them, and I'll go after Robotnik once and for all. As Tonic speeds off for Robot World Land, Elbows and St. Jerk somehow manage to free the freedom fighters. Even though it was a great victory for the team, St. Jerk is disappointed that he didn't get any nachos. Tonic bursts into Robotnik's HQ. Tonic. Okay, Robo, you're going down. Robotnik. Try and get me, Tonic. Suddenly the art changes. What the? Tonic. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that the artist and writer changed throughout this part. The art changes many times over and Robotnik begins looking less than healthy. Robotnik. Oh, I don't feel so good. Robotnik falls to the ground, defeated at last. We think. Tonic returns home and with an army of Sega reps looking over his shoulder, revives Princess Sony with a short kiss type thing. Elbows returns to his island only to find that the Chaotix have toilet papered everything. Nestle is freed from Dorko and celebrates the moments of her life. Dennis Rodman gets his own TV show. Dorko is sent to the Devil's Gulag. He's back on the streets in 12 hours. And what is Snively, you ask? What will his next move be? Does anyone care? Is this really the end? Well, yeah. The end. Okay, this is stupid. It's funny, but not really enough to laugh at. It's just kind of cringy. But, like, it's not cringy in the sense that it's cringy. It's, like, cringy in the sense that they didn't really try. And I kind of think that's the aesthetic they were going for here, so Ruby Echidna's Endlame, I'm going to have to give it a 2.5 out of 5. You kind of tried. It's not bad. It's kind of funny, but I'd probably find more humor if I actually read the original Endgame comics for the Sonic comics from Archie. I've been kind of out of the Sonic fandom for a while. All I really do is play the adventure games, and on occasion the 16-bit games, and Sonic Mania. That was fun. But I'm going way too long with this. So if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I have a Ko-fi account and a Patreon account. I'm not expecting any donations, but and I won't hide anything behind paywalls. However, if you donate just a one-time donation of $3, then I might be willing to consider any requests and recommendations that you have, like if you want me to read this particular fanfic or creepypasta, or check out this weird website, or just do some sort of lifestyle vlog. I'll do that, and I'll be most likely to do it if you offer a one-time donation of $3 onto my Patreon or Ko-fi. You can donate more if you want. I'm not expecting anything, but if you really want me to do weird stuff like the vlog I did about the opposite sex roommate, or more stuff like this, donations will help. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. God bless. Peace, Pachem, and bye.